Next, if you look at the graph that you have studied in your coordinate geometry, you have studied the graphs of circles, parabolas, ellipses, hyperbolas, and a general pair of lines. So we know that whenever the equation looks like x square plus y square is equal to a square. This is a circle centered about origin. This is a circle centered about origin with radius a. So the graph of this looks like this. X square plus y square is equal to a square. For example, if you have the graph of x square plus y square is equal to 1, you draw a circle with radius 1 centered about origin. But sometimes this curve will be given in a slightly different form. So x square plus y square is equal to 1 implies y square is equal to 1 minus x square. This implies y is equal to plus or minus root of 1 minus x square. This curve also represents a circle because this is same as x square plus y square is equal to 1. So x square plus y square is equal to 1 means that y is equal to plus of root of 1 minus x square or minus of root of 1 minus x square. In the question, if you are given y is equal to root of 1 minus x square plus root 1 minus x square, this does not represent the complete circle. Y is equal to plus root of 1 minus x square represents the upper half of the circle because root is always positive. If I say y is equal to plus root 1 minus x square, you get only the curve where the values of y are positive. And y is equal to minus root of 1 minus x square corresponds to the other half of the circle which lies below x-axis. So combinedly these two constitute the full circle. Y is equal to plus root 1 minus x square represents a semicircle which is above x-axis. Y is equal to minus root 1 minus x square represents a semicircle below x-axis. Right? And you have a general circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. So we know the properties of this circle. The center is minus g comma minus f and the radius is root of g square plus f square minus c. So using these two properties, you can find the graph of this circle. It's not very difficult. Next, if you go to y square is equal to 4x and x square is equal to 4ay, these represent parabolas. Y square is equal to 4x represents the horizontal parabola. X square is equal to 4ay represents a vertical parabola. Here also, to confuse you, sometimes you'll be given y is equal to root of 4x. So what is y is equal to root of 4x? This represents only the upper half of this parabola. Y square is equal to 4x means y is equal to either plus 4x or y is equal to minus root 4x. Plus root 4x gives you the upper half of the parabola, minus root 4x gives you the lower half of the parabola. And this or this combinedly gives you the whole parabola. The same thing happens with x is equal to root of 4ay. If you have x is equal to plus root 4ay, you get this half. X is equal to minus root 4ay, you have this. You have this half. Combinedly, you get the total parabola. Next, x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 represents an ellipse. So if a is more than b, you get an ellipse in the horizontal direction. If b is more than a, you get an ellipse which is along the y-axis. So x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 represents an ellipse. Depending on the values of a and b, you either get a horizontal ellipse or a vertical ellipse. And x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1 represents a hyperbola. X square by a square minus y square. If you have x square minus y square, you get a horizontal hyperbola. Y square minus x square, you get a vertical parabola. So this is a horizontal hyperbola, sorry, not a parabola. It's a horizontal hyperbola. This is a vertical hyperbola. So if you have x square minus y square, it's a horizontal hyperbola. If you have y square minus x square, you have a vertical hyperbola. And xy is equal to c square represents a rectangular hyperbola for which the coordinate axes are the asymptotes. So xy is equal to c square. The graph looks like this. X-axis and y-axis are asymptotes. This is a rectangular hyperbola whose axis is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees with the coordinate axis. So whenever you have, for example, if you want to draw the graph of xy is equal to 1, just need to draw the graph like this. That's how the graph of xy is equal to 1 looks like. So if you know all these basic graphs, now whenever a complicated curve is given, every complicated curve is made of one of the graphs that we have studied. Now let us try to understand how graphs can be transformed.